Welcome to our complete step-by-step guide on setting up your own app store in 2025. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, entrepreneur, or just curious about launching your digital product hub, this video will walk you through every phase. From uploading your files to logging into your admin dashboard, we'll make sure you have a smooth experience. By the end, you'll have a fully functional app store ready to showcase and manage apps for your users. Let's start by looking at what you'll need and the big picture of the setup process before diving into each step in detail. Before you begin, make sure you have a few essentials ready. You'll need a web hosting account with cPanel or a similar hosting panel that includes File Manager and PHPMyAdmin. Next, download the App Store software zip file and keep it handy on your device. Finally, ensure your domain is pointed to your hosting. No coding skills are required, just some basic file handling. If you're new to hosting, take a moment to log in and explore where File Manager, MySQL databases, and PHPMyAdmin are located. This preparation will make the process much smoother. Let's quickly outline the setup journey. You'll upload your App Store zip file to the public HTML folder using File Manager. Then you'll create a database and user, granting all privileges. After that, you'll import the SQL file with PHPMyAdmin, extract your files, and edit your config file with database and email details. Finally, you'll visit your domain to confirm everything works and log into your admin dashboard. Each step is designed to be straightforward, so even if you're new to web hosting, you'll find it manageable. Let's dive into the first step, uploading your App Store files. Log into your hosting panel and open File Manager. Navigate to the public HTML folder. This is where your main website lives. Click the Upload button and select your software zip file from your computer or phone. Wait for the upload to finish, especially if your connection is slow. Once done, leave this tab open as you'll return after setting up the database. Remember, keeping your files in the right folder is crucial for your site to work correctly. Uploading files can be simple, but here are a few tips to make it even easier. Use drag and drop if your browser supports it, it's usually faster. On Android, make sure your zip file is saved in a folder you can access like Downloads. After uploading, refresh File Manager to confirm the zip appears in public HTML. Avoid uploading to the wrong folder. Everything should stay inside public HTML unless you're using a subfolder. These small checks help prevent headaches later on. Now let's set up your database. In cPanel, open MySQL Databases or the MySQL Database Wizard. Create a new database. If your preferred name is taken, try a variation. Next, create a database user and set a strong password. Add this user to your database and grant all privileges. Don't forget to copy your database name, username, and password somewhere safe. You'll need these details for your config file later. This step is essential, as your App Store relies on the database to store all its content and settings. In adding your user to the database, make sure to select all privileges. This ensures your site can read, write, and update data as needed. In the Privileges section, tick every box under Add User to Database, then click Make Changes or Save to finalize. Missing this step can cause errors when your App Store tries to connect to the database. Always double-check that your user has full access before moving on. Database is the backbone of your App Store. It stores all your apps, user submissions, and site settings. Without a properly configured database, your site won't be able to load or save any information. That's why connecting your site to the database in the config step is so important. Think of the database as the memory of your App Store, keeping everything organized and accessible for both you and your users. With your database ready, it's time to import the SQL file. This file sets up the tables and starter data your App Store needs. In cPanel, open PHPMyAdmin and select your new database from the sidebar. Click the Import tab, choose your SQL file from the software package and hit Import. Wait for the success message. If you haven't extracted the zip yet, you can do that next and then upload the SQL file. Once imported, your database will have all the necessary structure to run your App Store. After importing the SQL file, return to File Manager to extract your site files. In public HTML, right-click the zip file and choose Extract. Make sure you extract into the correct folder, either public HTML or a subfolder if you want your site at a specific URL. Refresh File Manager to see the extracted folders and files. This step unpacks all the code and assets your App Store needs to function. Now it's time to connect your site to the database by editing the config file. In File Manager, open the folder where you extracted the app. Locate the config file, often named env or similar. Open it in the built-in editor or download it to edit on your computer. Update the database fields with your database name, username, password, and host, usually localhost. If there are email settings, fill those in as well. Save your changes and upload the file back if needed. This step links your App Store to the database and email notifications. In editing your config file, accuracy is key. Double-check that you've entered the correct database name, username, and password. For the host, keep it as localhost unless your hosting provider says otherwise. If your config includes email settings, use your sending email and the correct password. Some setups may have fields for mail, host, port, and encryption. Fill these based on your provider's instructions. Always keep a backup of your config file in a safe place. Editing your config file is easier on a computer, but you can do it on Android as well. On desktop, simply double-click the file in File Manager, edit, and save. On Android, switch the editor to legacy mode before making changes. Using the default editor can break the file's formatting. Always save your changes and upload the file back if you edited it offline. These small differences can help you avoid common pitfalls, especially when working on the go. With everything configured, it's time to launch your App Store. Close File Manager and open your browser. Type your domain, either yourdomain.com or yourdomain.com/lab if you used a subfolder. Your App Store should load with the demo layout. Check that pages open and images display correctly. This is the moment where all your setup work comes together and your site goes live for the world to see. Manage your App Store. You'll need to access the admin dashboard. Go to yourdomain.com/admin. Use the default admin login provided in your software package, often something like admin at sitecom and admin 123. Once logged in, you can access all the settings, content, and user submissions. If you can't log in, double-check your database import and config values. A successful login means your setup is complete and you're ready to manage your App Store. Inside the admin dashboard, you have full control over your App Store. You can create or delete apps, edit site settings like the name and colors, and manage user submissions. Explore each section to get familiar with how your content is organized. If you're serving clients, you can submit their apps directly from the admin side. The dashboard is your command center for running and growing your App Store. Security is crucial when running an App Store. Always keep a record of your database name, username, and password in a secure place. Don't change the admin URL unless you have a specific reason. If you edit files on mobile, always use the legacy editor to avoid breaking your config. Regularly backup your config file and database once your site is running. These habits will help you avoid data loss and keep your site secure. If you run into problems, don't panic. Common issues include incorrect database details, missing privileges, or files in the wrong folder. Double-check your config file for typos, ensure your user has all database privileges, and verify that your files are in public HTML. If your site doesn't load, retrace your steps and fix any errors. Taking it one step at a time makes troubleshooting much easier. If you get stuck or need extra help, don't hesitate to reach out for support. Many hosting providers offer guides or live chat assistance. You can also request setup support through the contact links provided in your template documentation. Sometimes a fresh set of eyes can spot an issue you might have missed. Remember, you're not alone. Help is available if you need it. When your site first loads, it will display the demo layout included in your App Store package. This gives you a starting point to customize your site's appearance and content. Explore the demo to see how pages, images, and app listings are structured. You can change colors, logos, and text from the admin dashboard to match your brand. The demo layout is designed to be flexible and easy to personalize. Adding new apps to your store is simple. From the admin dashboard, navigate to the Apps section and click to create a new app. Fill in the required information, upload images, and set categories as needed. You can also manage existing apps, edit details, update images, or remove outdated listings. This flexibility lets you keep your App Store fresh and relevant for your users. Our App Store allows users to submit their own apps for listing. In the admin dashboard, you can review, approve, or reject these submissions. This feature helps grow your app catalog and encourages community participation. Make sure to check submissions regularly and maintain quality standards for your store. Managing user content is a key part of running a successful app marketplace. Personalize your App Store by customizing site settings in the dashboard. Change your store's name, logo, color scheme, and contact details. These adjustments help your site stand out and align with your brand identity. Explore the settings menu to see all available options. Regularly updating your site's look and feel keeps it engaging for visitors. Set up email notifications to stay informed about new user submissions, app updates, or important site events. In your config file, make sure your email settings are correct. The dashboard may also let you customize notification preferences. Staying on top of notifications helps you respond quickly to user activity and maintain a responsive App Store. Regular backups are essential for protecting your App Store. Backup your config file and database after setup and before making major changes. Many hosting panels offer automated backup tools, or you can download files manually. Keeping backups ensures you can quickly recover your site if something goes wrong, saving you time and stress. As your App Store grows, you may want to update the software or add new features. Always backup your site before updating. Follow the instructions provided with your software package for safe updates. Test new features in a staging environment if possible before applying them to your live site. Staying up to date helps keep your store secure and competitive. Once your App Store is live, it's time to attract users. Promote your site on social media, tech forums, and through email newsletters. Consider running special offers or discounts to encourage sign-ups and app submissions. The more visibility your store has, the faster it will grow. Consistent promotion is key to building a thriving digital marketplace. User feedback is invaluable for improving your App Store. Encourage users to share their experiences and suggestions. Monitor feedback channels and respond promptly to questions or concerns. Use constructive criticism to make meaningful improvements. A responsive approach to feedback builds trust and helps your store evolve with user needs. Protecting your App Store from threats is a top priority. Use strong passwords for all accounts, enable two-factor authentication if available, and keep your software up to date. Regularly scan your site for vulnerabilities and review user permissions. Taking proactive security steps helps safeguard your data and your users' trust. Fast, responsive App Store keeps users engaged. Optimize your images, use caching tools, and minimize unnecessary plugins or scripts. Monitor your site's speed with online tools and address any slowdowns promptly. Good performance not only improves user experience but also helps with search engine rankings. As your App Store grows, consider expanding your categories to attract a wider audience. Add new sections for trending app types or niche interests. Regularly review which categories are most popular and adjust your offerings accordingly. This flexibility helps keep your store relevant and appealing to diverse users. Track your App Store's performance by integrating analytics tools. Use platforms like Google Analytics to monitor traffic, user behavior, and conversion rates. Analyzing this data helps you make informed decisions about marketing, content, and site improvements. Regularly review your analytics to spot growth opportunities. There are several ways to monetize your App Store. Offer premium listings, charge for featured placements, or run sponsored ads. You can also sell digital products or services directly through your platform. Explore different monetization strategies to find what works best for your audience and business goals. As your App Store gains traction, you may want to scale up. Consider upgrading your hosting plan, adding team members, or automating routine tasks. Use project management tools to stay organized as your operations grow. Scaling thoughtfully ensures your App Store can handle more users and content without sacrificing quality. The tech world moves fast, so keep an eye on industry trends. Follow blogs, join online communities, and attend webinars to stay informed. Adapting your App Store to new technologies and user preferences keeps it competitive and attractive. Continuous learning is key to long-term success. Building a strong community around your App Store encourages loyalty and growth. Host events, run contests, or create a forum for users to connect. Engaged users are more likely to contribute apps, share feedback, and promote your store. Community engagement turns users into advocates for your platform. Make sure your App Store complies with relevant laws and regulations. Include clear privacy policies, terms and conditions, and refund policies. Protect user data and be transparent about how information is used. Staying compliant builds trust and helps you avoid legal issues down the road. Many users will visit your App Store from mobile devices. Make sure your site is mobile-friendly with responsive design and easy navigation. Test your store on different devices to ensure a smooth experience for everyone. Mobile optimization increases accessibility and user satisfaction. App reviews help build credibility and guide new users. Encourage users to leave honest reviews and ratings for apps they download or use. Highlight top-rated apps on your homepage to showcase quality offerings. Reviews also provide valuable feedback for app developers and store managers. As your App Store grows, you may encounter spam or abusive submissions. Set up moderation tools and clear guidelines for user behavior. Regularly review new apps and user comments to maintain a safe environment. Taking a proactive approach keeps your community positive and your store's reputation strong. Consider expanding your App Store to reach new audiences. Offer multilingual support, accept different currencies, or partner with international developers. Research market trends to identify growth opportunities. Expanding thoughtfully can open up exciting possibilities for your platform. Regularly review your analytics data to understand what's working and what needs improvement. Look at user behavior, popular apps, and traffic sources. Use these insights to refine your marketing, content, and user experience. Data-driven decisions help your App Store succeed in a competitive market. Celebrate your App Store's achievements, whether it's reaching a user milestone, launching a new feature, or receiving positive feedback. Share these successes with your community to build excitement and loyalty. Recognizing progress keeps you motivated and inspires your users to stay engaged. Running an App Store is an ongoing journey. Always look for ways to improve your site, whether it's adding new features, enhancing security, or streamlining the user experience. Listen to your users, stay updated with technology, and never stop learning. Continuous improvement is the secret to long-term growth and success. Congratulations, you now have a clear path to set up, launch, and manage your own App Store in 2025. From uploading files and configuring your database to customizing your dashboard and promoting your site, you're equipped with all the essentials. Keep your credentials safe, back up your data, and keep exploring new ways to grow. For more resources, check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your App Store journey.